My name's Waweru. I work for Vijana Amani Pamoja. The organization uses the power and popularity of soccer to reach out to young people. We conduct a couple of interventions by creating safe spaces for young people to discuss issues that pertain them, issues ranging from sexual reproductive health, life skills, HIV, and entrepreneurship. Vijana Amani Pamoja started in Eastlands as a soccer club. The founder was a football coach, and he was very much passionate with football. So he wanted to engage young people in the area. But again, when he looked around, he saw a myriad of challenges that young people were facing, ranging from gender-based violence, drug abuse, HIV, early pregnancy, unemployment. And so a thought came to his mind of, using the power of soccer to address the issues that the youth were facing then. When I joined the organization, I saw the need of starting a program that specifically addressed the needs of young women and adolescent girls. And that's when now Mrembo program was born, which actually unveils and restores and builds the inner beauty of young women and adolescent girls. The program runs a couple of interventions which seek to create safe spaces for young women and girls to discuss issues, reproductive health issues, life skills, as well as creating economic and entrepreneurship and employability pathways. The program targets young girls who are aged between 9 years all the way to, I'll say, 14 years, and of course young women from the ages of 16 to 21. So far, we've been able to reach out to more than 10,000 young women who've participated in our sexual reproductive and life skills project, which is dubbed GOAL, which we are running the project in conjunction with Women Win and Standard Chartered Bank. We also reach out specifically to young women and girls who have children. Statistics for young women who have children are quite staggering. 1 in 4 women or young women between the ages to 15 to 19 have actually started bearing kids. And if you can see, if you can check the statistics, let me just begin again. Is that okay? When I'm talking about young women. We have a project dubbed Secure Future, which is an offshoot of Mrembo program that seeks to provide opportunities for young women who are expectant. If you look at statistics, 1 in every 4 young women between the ages to 15 to 19 have started, bearing children. And young women who are in disadvantage or who come from disadvantaged households are the one actually who bear the brand. So the project dubbed Secure Futures create opportunities for young mothers to discuss issues that concerns them, issues on parenthood, modern parenthood, issues on prenatal and postnatal care. And we also integrate sports. We have sports activities, and we also have integrate life skills. The project also create opportunities for the young moms to venture into employability and entrepreneurship opportunities. We expose them to different vocational training courses, whereby once they graduate, then we are able to support them and place them in different institutions for them to get jobs. For those who are not able to, to go through the vocational training, we support them with, entrepreneurship. We have a program, a project, or rather initiative, whereby we take them through business training for them to learn, the fundamental of starting a successful or running a successful business. And once they go through the business training, then we come up with a competition whereby they apply for the competition, and for those who are successful, then we support them by giving them with startup kits. So far we've reached out to more than 300 young women who are young moms, and out of that we are working with almost between 20 to 30% in our employability entrepreneurship and employability initiative. Yeah, if you look at Mahatma Gandhi talisman, it actually stresses the need of communities or people in the community to take part in shaping their destiny. So as an organization, we are a community-led organization, and we use bottom to top model to assess the needs of the communities that we serve, and collectively we come up with solutions that are actually we come up with ways in which we can address the felt needs of the participants or the communities that we do serve. Our model actually is more of holistic. When we are working with young people, both boys and girls, and if I can speak about Mrembo program, which specifically addresses the needs of young women and adolescent girls in Nairobi. It's the project uses a holistic approach whereby we address the social and economic needs of the young women and young girls. Socially, I mean, we create a platform whereby we discuss and issues to do with life skills, and we also enhances we encourage young girls to build their self-confidence and also to build their self-esteem. And we also use sports, in this sense soccer, to be able to to build their confidence and also their self-esteem. We also create pathways, economic or rather entrepreneurship and employability pathways for the young girls and for the young women to get jobs, because that's our ultimate concern, for them to be in a position to actually to be able to sustain themselves and also to sustain their families. So far, we've worked with more than 10,000. We've reached 10,000 young people, both boys and girls. We've worked to close to 7,000 young women who've gone through our programs. We've also reached out to almost 400 young women and girls who are actually running successful businesses, and there are those who are earning a source of income by being placed in various institutions for employment. We've also integrated, because we saw the need of working with persons who are abled differently. So we've also integrated young people who have intellectual disabilities. We've worked with them. They have gone through our projects, and also they have gone through some of our interventions, and they have also gone through our entrepreneurship and employability initiative, and a couple of them are actually earning a source of income. And that's something that we are actually happy to be able to be inclusive and reach out to persons who are able differently. We recently won an award, Beyond Sports Award, and the gender equalities category. We scoped a prestigious Beyond Sports Award. Yes, COVID-19 was a disruption. It actually disrupted the way that we used to run our interventions. But then it gave us an opportunity to be creative and actually to think outside the box. Most of our interventions were actually running in schools. And of course, schools were closed in March. So we had to come up with ways in which we could reach out to the young people that we serve. So we came up with a home-based model whereby we could reach out to young people in their different hoods, and we would work with coaches and peer educators within their hoods. We came up with initiatives, with an initiative which is dubbed COVID-19 Care, whereby we were reaching out to our participants and also their households. We came up with a stimulus package, whereby, because we knew that in one way or the other, our participants were affected economically. So we reached out to various friends and sorry, let me start again. I don't know where my mind is today. So COVID-19 was actually a disruption. It disrupted the way that we ran our interventions. So we had to think outside the box. We had to be very creative so that we as an organization, we could be responsive, because that's our core mandate as an organization, is to respond to the needs of the people that we serve. So we came up with an initiative dubbed COVID-19 Care, whereby we were reaching out to our participants through home-based interventions. We continue running our sexual and reproductive health sessions with girls in the community. During that period, the statistics again were quite staggering. Statistics on gender-based violence, statistics on unwanted pregnancy. So we came up with interventions that actually addressed that, and we came up with a helpline number whereby in case one of our participants needed some sort of support in terms of being violated, then there was a number that was there for her to call. If she needed any psychosocial support, there was a counselor who was there ready to to call. And then again, we also came up with home-based startup kits, whereby we reached out to older girls, especially those who are young moms, in the Secure Futures program. So we took them for business training, home-based business training, and then we are able to provide startup kits, and some of them started their own business so that they would earn a living. It was very difficult for for persons all over the world to earn an income. And that's why we thought as an organization of coming up with entrepreneurship ideas that could benefit the young women, especially the young moms that are in our interventions. As an organization, we'd want to enlarge our scope. We'd want to reach out to more women, more youth, both boys and girls, and specifically for the Mrembo program, we'd want to reach out to young moms and adolescent girls. Currently, we have a piece of land that we secured, so we'd want to, we'd want to build a resource center for young people. We'd want to build a psychosocial and support unit for young people. We'd want to build a vocational and training center, and also a research hub for young people. And the reason as to why we'd want to do this is we are thinking of sustainability as an organization. Currently, we are being funded, but again, resources are never enough. So we'd also want to come up with an endowment fund whereby we are able to to enlarge our non-restrictive pool and have more resources. And us having more resources, then, like I said, we'll be able to reach out to more young people. And of course, by investing in more of our social entrepreneurship activities. Yes, when I was growing up in Eastland, I saw a myriad of challenges that young women faced. And that's the reason as to why I was actually prompted to start or to begin Mrembo program. And so I've been in the field of women empowerment. I'm very much passionate about bringing change and bringing change within women and creating safe spaces for young girls and young women to thrive. So I believe with what I've been doing, this could be a great platform also to reach out to more people, for them to know the kind of work that I've been doing with young women and adolescent girls. And I could say that within the program, we've seen transformation. We've seen girls being transformed. We've seen girls, their self-esteem actually being enhanced. We've seen their confidence. We've created a platform whereby girls can actually play football. Girls can actually, play football and, of course, challenge gender norms. Well, if I may say, I consider myself a liberal feminist. I believe in gender equity. I believe in empowering young women and girls. I believe in giving opportunities for adolescent girls to become young women, women leaders. And I've also participated in strengthening and also empowering young women, adolescent girls and young women through the various interventions that I've been running in the Mrembo program. I'm very passionate about working with young women. I believe in investing and creating opportunities for young women to strive. And I also believe that there is a glass ceiling and we need collaborative efforts as women to actually shatter the glass ceiling. And through my efforts in creating or in founding Mrembo program, and through my efforts through the interventions that have been running ever since from 2007 and until now, I believe that we have changed and transformed the lives of more than 10,000 young women. So I'd be happy to be given the chance and also to spread and to share what I'm doing to the rest of the world. As an organization, we've actually decided to challenge, and looking at Mrembo program, we've decided to challenge gender norms. We've decided to challenge gender stereotypes. We've decided to challenge that so that we can create an equitable society for both boys and girls. We do that by integrating sports and using sports to create and advocate for gender equity. If women can play football, if women can actively participate in sports, then that's a message we are sending out, that what women can do, also men, what men can do, also women can do. And for us, an organization, we believe in the power of women. We believe in the power of empowering young girls, adolescent girls as future women leaders. We believe in investing in adolescent girls. We believe in creating education opportunities, economic opportunities, and also social opportunities. And that's what we've been doing also during this COVID era. We've created a platform whereby we have discussed issues that have been affecting young girls, adolescent girls, and young women on sexual reproductive health, issues to do with gender-based violence, issues to do with, of course, the spike in early pregnancy. And we've also created, like I said, a toll-free number, which we are still doing that because COVID is still here with us, so that in case there's any girl who is affected in one way or the other, who has experienced any form of abuse, she can always reach out and call, and she'll get a counselor who is able to support. We've also created entrepreneurship pathways because we know that economic bondage is very demeaning. So we've created entrepreneurship opportunities whereby young women, we support young women to start small businesses, even during this COVID era. And by doing that, they're able to generate wealth, to generate income. And by doing that, then they are able to provide, rather to meet their basic needs, and also to meet the needs of their children, especially those who have kids.